What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was Son of Zeus and Poseidon. And yeah guys, it is a crossover between Naruto and Percy Jackson universe. And before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Spidey XR for suggesting me this idea. Now this might be in, two short movies the complete story will be. Help me out in the next part after, if you listen to completely this one. And go easy on me. It has been quite a long time since I made a Percy Jackson crossover with Naruto. So yeah, I might have made some mistakes or whatnot. Now, the original plan was just to make it into a movie, but as far as I could stretch, I ended up making it a short movie. But I was able to find a loophole, and using that loophole, I may or may not be able to make a sequel of this. So yeah, help me out with that, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins right after the war between the Titans and the gods, which the gods won under Zeus' leadership, as they were able to prevail because Zeus was able to defeat and betray his father, the mad titan Kronos, and free his siblings, and then led them to a victorious war that was ever going on, finally freeing humanity from the one who enslaved them, the mad titans, and condemning them to the deepest pits of Tartarus. As now we see, after correcting everything and restoring the order of the world, the gods were now building their own home, the Mount Olympus. And after its construction was completed, the roles were going to be assigned to the gods. And they were waiting patiently for the Sister of Fates to assign them their roles, because they already knew their domains, so they could pretty much guess. But amongst them was Zeus, who was more than ever ready to take the role of the leader, the king of the gods, because he has been nominated as a leader in the whole battle and war. And everyone got what they wanted, a role assigned to them according to their domains. But Zeus was not happy with it. Even though being named the king, the temporary king, he was not happy with it. He wanted to rule over Olympus forever, for eternity, not temporarily. And when he demanded the Sister of Fates that what the hell they were talking about and what is the meaning of this, they just told him that when the time will come, they will reveal everything to him. And from then on began the paranoia of Zeus, as he went on to do many atrocities. And now we come to the future, as many millennia has passed and many wars between the gods has happened, more than ever between Poseidon and Zeus, as a new war was now on the rise, and even the whole world was going to be shaken by it once more. We now go towards an era where the gods have been forgotten, even though they still remain here above New York City. They do not interact with the humans. The year is 1800, as now we see Poseidon and Zeus once more clashing with one another, their armies battling against each other, the other gods remaining neutral because they knew both of them were two of the strongest of the gods, and once they were battling, it would not be wise to get in between them. And as they were battling and sending out their weapons to clash with one another, because of their weapons clashed, a new entity and being was created, as a bright light was absorbed, deafening and silencing the whole battle. Both of the forces stopped as the leaders then moved forward. "Brother, what do you think it is?" asked Poseidon. "How in the hell would I know?" "Is this one of your tricks, Poseidon?" "No, I would have not known. If anything, it would have been your trick, Zeus." You dare say that?" as the thunder boomed when Zeus said these words, as that is when we see the Sisters of Fate arrive there, as Zeus hasn't seen them in many millennia. "Sister of Fates, what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?" "Call all the gods to the meeting room, Zeus. It is time we discuss where we left off last time." As that is when Zeus realized something. This entity, this must be the one that is going to replace it. But even if he wanted to kill it or just end it, he couldn't, because Something inside of him just wouldn't let him. As now we see, all of the other gods were called, as they all were sitting on their thrones, as the sister of fates had a child in their arm. As Hera, the wife of Zeus, was now quite paranoid because that child resembled a little bit Zeus, at the same time, a little bit Poseidon. As now we see, Hera looked glaringly at Zeus. What? You went behind my back and did the deed again, because I can see that this child has your essence, Zeus. What have you done? What? I was in the midst of war with my brother. You know that, Hera. Everyone knows that. Why would I have the time to go and betray you behind your back? Who knows, Zeus? You have been doing so for the past millennia or so, haven't you? As Zeus flinched and looked down, knowing that what his wife has told him was the truth, the cold, hard truth. As now we see, Fates then revealed to Hera, you don't need to be mad at him, Hera. We bring the good news, actually. The real king of Olympus is born. The real king, said the newer gods, as Athena, the goddess of wisdom, then stood up and said, so you mean to say that this child is going to be the ruler? Yes, he is going to be the king, and once again will establish a way of connection between gods and humans. But we have vowed that we will never interfere. Yes, you have, but he is the real King Zeus. You were holding the place for your son to be born. But he was created when we... Yes, he was created when you and your brother Poseidon clashed, earning the powers of both of you, and becoming his own person, Naruto. As Apollo then began to squeal in delight, "Ooh, a Japanese name! That is so cool!" As everyone looked at him. Sorry. As Artemis then sighed and looked the other way. How am I even related to this idiot? As now we see, Zeus was handed over the child. As everyone watched carefully what Zeus' next move was going to be, Zeus looked at the kid for a few moments before saying, Olympians, today I present to you your king who has been born. As everyone was shocked, even Hera was. Zeus, are you okay with this? Of course, why would I not be? As that is when we see baby Naruto opened his eyes, and his eyes, which were blue, looked up at his father as the baby chuckled and giggled, earning a chuckle from Zeus as Poseidon arrived. Don't hog over him, brother. He is my son as well. Yes, I know. Here, said Zeus, as Poseidon was the one now holding him. Naruto grabbed Poseidon's beard as he clapped his hands together. As Zeus chuckled, seems like he's quite fond of you. Maybe I should too grow out my beard a little longer. Obviously, you should. As after that we see, the Sisters of Fate then looked towards Athena, as Athena got the wind of it and then asked, why is it that you are looking towards me? Well, he is going to need a queen, so who better else than you, Athena? But I have vowed to be a virgin forever, untainted goddess. Yes, we all have. Then only time will tell. Will you keep the vow or not? We have sworn on the river Styx. Even if we wanted to, we cannot break the vow without consequences. I know, but this I promise you on river Styx that will not harm you, because it was by the chaos order that this has been arranged. As Athena was quite shocked. Not only you, Athena, you as well, Artemis, and you as well, Hestia. As Hera then said, finally, it is time that you finally get married, sister. As Hestia then blushed a bit, as her flames began to rise a bit, warming the whole place. Now, sister. That's no way, said Demeter. Mother will be happy to hear about this. Enough, sisters. I will be going back to my hearth, and I will not allow you to enter it for a month while I cook feasts for the others and the newborn. As after that we see, one of the gods were not happy at all, and his name was Ares, because he always thought that he was going to be the king. The father, who was a temporary king, was holding the throne for him. as now he clutched his fist as he began to leave, noticed only by his lover, Aphrodite. As now we see, she noticed her husband, who was smiling at the kid. The gods of, well, knowledge and creating weapons, none other than Hephaestus, as he began to move towards his sibling. As now we see Aphrodite then say, where are you going? I'm going to greet my siblings. You should be off to where my brother went, shouldn't you? Now leave. You have never given any interest in me. Why now? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just whatever. What would I have thought? As after that we see time begin to pass. And Aphrodite was no longer, well, connected to Ares in any sort of way because she has officially broken up with him, which was quite a shock even for Hephaestus himself. And taking this chance, Hephaestus divorced her as well. Now she was a lone goddess even after being the goddess of love. And she couldn't even believe that Hephaestus would do this. But Hephaestus was happy now finally. As now we see, 8 years have passed and many things have changed in Mount Olympus. And one thing being that Hera and the other sisters were happy, and so were the rest. And Zeus, well, he and his paranoia and his dramatics and antics have calmed down very majorly. As now we see an 8-year-old Naruto seated in the house and temple of Athena, where Artemis and Hestia was also present, because they couldn't just understand how they were connected instantly, forming a bond with Naruto. Maybe it was Fates or Chaos who was doing this, as Artemis have suggested, but Athena assured them, and so did Hestia, that it was not the case. They were just attracted to him, as they formed a connection with him in a sisterly way now. As now we see Naruto, who was dozing off again, getting bonked on the head by a book. As Naruto woke up, "Ow, that hurts, Ne-chan," said Naruto. "Naruto, how much do I have to say this? You are not Japanese. Your name was only Japanese. Why do you say these, well, suffixes like Ne-chan and so on?" "Well, Apollo Nissan told me that it will be suffice if I do this. I mean, after all, my names are from Japanese origins." "You don't have to listen to my brother, you know that? He's an idiot." "You're not, Naruto," said Artemis. "Really? Do you hate when I say this?" "No, we don't. I think it's kind of cute, actually." "Really, Hestia-chan?" As both of the other girls' ear perked up. "Hey, you call us Nissan, but why Hestia-chan?" "Because Hestia-chan is Hestia-chan. And once I grow up, I'm going to marry her." As Hestia was quite shocked by this, as was the others, as they felt a tang of jealousy. As that is when we see Aphrodite came there, sensing love. "Ooh, I sense jealousy here. Ugh, what are you doing here in my temple, Aphrodite?" "Well, I can sense a lot of jealousy from here, so I came here to see what is going on." "Nothing that you should be worried about, you pile of foam. Get out of here," said Artemis. "Geez, you don't have to be so uptight. But then again, you are a virgin, so what could I expect anything from you?" said Aphrodite before a spear came her way, which was from Athena. "Leave." "Geez, you don't have to be so uptight. I'm leaving." "Fine." Ugh. As finally she left. As now we see Naruto looking at them. "Hey, you don't have to be mean to her." "Yes, we know." "Well, look at the time, Naruto. Today's classes are coming to an end. Well, I'm going to go meet Mother Hera." "Mother Hera?" "Well, yeah, she told me to call her that. And she is kind of like my mom, so I'll be going to meet her then. She says that she'll be making my favorite ramen today." "Geez, you're not only named as, well, a Japanese person, but also act like one. You like the food, don't you?" "Well, since Apollo Nissan have brought me to Japan to eat ramen, I have been addicted to it. It's so good." As now we see Naruto dashing towards Temple of Hera, where we see Hera resting, as her maids as well as servants were roaming around the temple as Naruto arrived. "Ah, Naruto-kun, you're finally here. Mother Hera, as Naruto jumped and hugged the woman, as Hera was happy, finally after many millennia having a normal child. Even if it wasn't her child, she would still raise him as her own, and perfectly fine, better than his fathers, Poseidon and Zeus. Talking about Zeus, she hasn't seen him in a long time. As she was thinking, we see Naruto grabbing her both cheeks with his little hands. Nay, nay, mother, what are you thinking about? It's just that I'm thinking about your father, Zeus. Zeus Atosama? What? What happened? He. I. I haven't seen him in quite a long time. I'm wondering, should I, go to his temple and visit him? I think you should. Maybe he's just there, or he's just busy. We're talking about Zeus here, Naruto. He's never busy. As both of them begin to chuckle and laugh, as that is when we see Zeus appeared there. And he was not, well, not that much happy. He was shocked and serious. Zeus, is everything alright? Everything is fine. It's just that I need to tell you something. What? I did something bad. Should have known. Who did it this time with? It was a mortal woman. I was roaming the streets to buy something good for you because our anniversary was approaching. So I thought I would give a gift to you as Naruto suggested, but then I met her. She resembled you. I mean, look at her. As Hera herself was quite shocked. The woman was the mirror image of her. How can this be? I don't know. But I thought it was you. And after, you tried to play hard to get, I thought you were just acting, and I tried to woo you and ended up, sleeping with you. As Hera then sighed. Well, I guess I can say for the first time you were tricked into sleeping with someone else. Who would have done that? As that is when the fates appear. That was done by the chaos itself. What? Why would chaos do that? Because he is getting bored. That is the only reason that he has given to us. After saying these words, the three sisters left, leaving the couple quite baffled and shocked. Now I'm gonna make sure that Naruto never grows up to be like you. But wait, I promised that it was an accident. Jeez, fine, whatever. As we see, many years after that, Naruto was now reaching at the age of 13 and was now seen in a field where his brother Hephaestus was seated, as he had a lot of weapons in front of him, and Naruto was testing out those weapons, as currently he was flying with the help of metal wings that his brother has created. The wings could throw out the feathers which were sharper than knife, like projectiles, and fly, leaving huge flaming hues behind as Naruto landed. What do you think? Said Hephaestus. I think that everything is fine with them. I still need to do some calibration so that whenever you take the left turn, it won't wobble a little bit. Huh. Now that you say, I was having a quite hard time doing that, maneuver. As that is when Hephaestus started to take some notes, as we see Naruto sat down next to him. Hephaestus, the weapons you make are quite awesome and cool. Seriously? You think that, little brother? Of course, you are the awesomest big brother I ever had. Hey, how come you say that to him and when you said that to me? Said Hermes. Really? But I thought that he said these to me. Ugh, fine. 3 awesome brothers. As that is when we see Ares landed there, destroying the field a little bit. What do we have here? The punks and the losers and the cripple gather around, suiting each other perfectly fine. Oi, you know who you're talking to? Said Hermes, getting serious. He is the future king, remember? As Naruto became embarrassed. You don't have to say that. I'm not a king right now. See? He's not even confident in himself. We are gods. We should be confident enough to think that what we are or what we are not. And he here doesn't even think that he is good enough to be one. As Naruto only looked down, as that is when Hephaestus stood up. Enough! Stop belittling our brother. He is your brother, cripple, not mine. I have not acknowledged him. If anything, he is just an accident that was created. Enough with this, said Apollo, as he brought out his bow, which was ready to be fired, a firing arrow. Bring it on, son boy. I'm gonna cripple you for life like that cripple over there. You might be the god of war, Ares, but you are nothing without your boy toys and the weapons that Hephaestus have made for you. What did you say? Said Ares, as he tried to dash towards them with his rage and true godly form. And that is when we see Naruto using the wings that was created by Hephaestus flew into the air and used the flames of the wings to create a barrier around his brothers as Ares was forced back. And that is when we see Naruto kicked him on the face, or at least tried to, as he blocked them, but the kick was with such force that he was thrown back. As now we see Ares on the ground as Naruto landed safely. Are you all okay? Yeah, we're fine. Ha! See? By this puny kid you were defeated. Some king you wanted to be. As we see Ares' anger continue to grow. I will have my revenge. Mark my words. What did you say? Said Hera. Mother, that thing, it tried to attack me. No, Hera, that is not the case. Yes, mother. We were having fun and Naruto was helping me out, testing the weapons that I create, said Hephaestus. Ares was the one who started all of this. Now, the others were quite worried about Naruto because Ares was one of those kids of Hera that was, well, quite close to her, or more like quite adored by her, even after all the atrocities he has committed. As Hera was quite serious, Mother Hera. Ares, apologized to Naruto instantly. What? Why are you taking that thing's side? That thing is not even a god. He's not even your son. Why? As he was slapped on the face by his own mother. That thing that you are calling again and again is your brother. And he is my son. And you will apologize to him. But, no buts. That is the final decision. Don't make me repeat my words, Ares. Fine. Fine, I apologize. But remember this. This is not over. I will have my revenge. As now we see him leave. As Hera then came towards Naruto, bending down and checking on him. Are you fine? As Naruto hugged her. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. It's alright. I saw everything. As suddenly Poseidon and Zeus appeared there as well. We saw that as well. He always thought that he was going to be the king, and since it was revealed to the new generation that I was nothing more than a temporary one. But knowing this, that he still thinks that he is the rightful heir, I grow worried, Naruto. Worry about you and your safety. As the other younger guards then looked down and nodded. Yeah, the way he was acting, I thought that he was really going to go all out. He even revealed his godly true form. How could he do that? We raised him wrong, Zeus. That is why he has done this. I gave in to all of his atrocities, turning a blind eye, while I should have scolded him. And you, always saying that he was the strongest and favoring him over the others. That is true. Then I will take Naruto with me, said Poseidon. What? What do you mean? I will take him with me, and live in the mortal world. For the time being, many millennia has passed. And Naruto is more than of the age to go to that camp. You know that we don't mingle with humans. But it is for Naruto to decide if he wants to or not. And besides, my son has arrived there. Oh, I remember. Percy Jackson, was it? Yes. As now we see, Naruto once arrived on Earth again to see in quite shocked and amazement that many things have changed. The last time he arrived was when he was 8, and now he was 13. Whoa, it's like entering a new world altogether. What has happened here? For us, years are quite longer, Naruto. For them, it is centuries. It is the 21st century here, Naruto, away from the 1800s. As Naruto's eyes were widened, because what he was seeing was completely different from what he was used to seeing. This is amazing! Where are we going to live? With your grandmother, Rhea. As she arrived there. Hello. As Naruto was quite happy to meet her once more. He has only met her twice so far, as he dashed towards her and gave her a hug. Mother, will you take care of him for the time being? I have to go and check up on my other son. My brother? Yes, your little brother Percy. When am I going to meet him? Soon. I just need to make sure everything is fine. Be careful, Poseidon. And yes, I will of course take care of the little one. As now we see, Naruto was living with his grandmother for the time being, while we go towards Ares' temple. As Ares threw away another wine glass, breaking it, his eyes burning with rage. I have to get rid of that bastard. He has not only corrupted everyone here, he has taken away everything I would have wanted. I will get him back. You wish for him to die? Of course I do. Who are you? The one who you shouldn't have called upon. The crooked one, said Ares with wide eyes. Don't you crave war? Don't you want to reign over all? Of course I do, said Ares. But what makes you think that I would need you? Because I can help you create a child of your own, a child between me and you, like your father and your uncle has created. Like Naruto, yes, that child will be the catalyst of destruction. But it'll take a few years for him to grow, wouldn't it? That is true, but with my powers of time, we can control him and control his growth, turning up the speed up to full, making sure that he grows. Fine then. As now we see, Ares with a smile, a dangerous one on his face, left the Mount Olympus and came down to Tartarus, where he met face to face with the crooked one, or what was left of him. And both of them clashed their powers together, creating a child with black hair. What shall be the name of this child? You choose, Ares. Since Naruto is a Japanese descended name, how about Madara? Madara? That is a perfect name after all. As Madara opened his eyes to reveal red eyes with 3 black tomos in them. You, boy, will be my general when I became a king of the whole world and of gods. Now leave. Let me do the rest. As Ares then began to leave, and you know that idiot. You will be my catalyst, Madara. Freeing us titans once more and killing all those that stand in your way. As Madara's eyes begin to glow further and beyond, as the time accelerated for him, as he began to grow and grow and grow until he reached the same age as Naruto. As now we see him coming to the world, the middle realm, the realm of the mortals. No, father, both of you are wrong. My only job is to destroy all this. I will be no one's catalyst but mine, the catalyst of destruction. As now we see him disappearing and arriving at the plane in which none other than the Fate's sister existed. Who are you, and how did you arrive here? No, sister, that is correct. The one who shouldn't have been created. Madara. As with his eyes turned bleeding from the sides, blood dropping down from his cheek, the 3 sisters were burnt in black flames, screaming in agony, meeting their doom and end. As now we see, then he went on to kill the other titans, absorbing their powers and becoming strong as many years passed. As Percy Jackson has become the hero and the savior of, well, none other than the gods and the Camp Half-Blood and Camp Jupiter as well, making sure that both of the camps were now allied. Since the project has failed, Kronos and Ares tried to create another one again, but they failed. So Kronos used Ares as his catalyst this time around to cause chaos, but Percy was there to stop it all, to stop a war between the gods, his father and Zeus. None of the younger demigods or even Chiron himself was aware of Naruto's existence because he was kept secret for the time for the right time to, well, reveal it to everyone. As now we go towards Madara, as we see him arriving towards Kronos, who still was weakened. You, where have you been? Father, it is time for you to die, said Madara, wearing his black clothes and red armor. What do you mean? You thought I would be your catalyst, or that idiot's. No, I am my own catalyst. The catalyst of destruction. I was the one who killed the Sister of Fates, replacing them with my own. I was the one who caused all of this mess. You have been messing with the powers of fate? Do you wish to be killed by the chaos himself? Whether being killed by chaos or not, I don't care. As long as you all are destroyed. You're crazy. You think an insect like you can... Of course. The rest of the Titans tried. But they were not that strong. So I'm guessing neither would you be. As the Mad Titan came to face with his own creation that once again has failed him, meeting his demise once and for all. As now we see, that is when Hades was alerted of a great power in Tartarus, as he arrived in front of him. Who are you? As he looked at Hades, as Hades' eyes widened, you're the... Yes, I am the calamity that has come to destroy your world once and for all. And this time around, your hero, Percy Jackson, will not be enough to save you. As he grabbed Hades by the neck. As now we see Persephone arrive there. Hades! Persephone, escape and alert the others. I will hold him off. Bad decision. As now we see, Hades using his helm of darkness was battling against Madara. But Madara was too powerful. As now we see his sword, which he has created by the black blood of the Titans, was pierced through Hades' heart, as Hades' eyes were widened. As his helm disappeared, fading away, his golden blood coming down from the wound. You, what have you? I have destroyed you. Destroyed the underworld, alongside its ruler. As now we see Persephone arrived and alerted her mother and the rest. As now we see Zeus and the rest were having a meeting. This Madara, anyone is aware of that. As that is when we see Ares stood up, who was pardoned and yet again allowed to sit there because he vowed that he will change and was corrupted by the, well, crooked one. That is my child that I created with Kronos. Just like, as that is when we see Zeus had enough, and so did Poseidon, as he was grabbed by the neck. Because of you, my brother has perished. You idiot! Do you know what you have done? Yes, I have created, as that is when we see a sword pierced through Ares' chest, also making sure that he faded, as Hera screamed Ares' name. And that is when Madara came face to face with all of them, his red eyes glaring at them all. It's finally nice to meet all of you. Who are you? I guess you already know my name. My name is Madara, and I am the one who is going to be your end once and for all. You talk too much, said Apollo as he charged towards him, only for him to be, with a single slap of hand, thrown to the other side. What? What are you? As all of the other gods then used their true form to attack him, Madara at the time thought with the powers of what he has consumed was able to take care of them, but he was mistaken sadly, as he was bruised to the point where he couldn't move, and he was finally able to escape. Don't think this is the end. I will come back, and this time I will have my revenge. As now we see, after a few more minutes, he escaped through Kamui, as everyone watched the destruction that has occurred on Mount Olympus. As we see, Hera then asked Zeus, what should we do, Zeus? Hades is dead. The underworld is crumbled down. "There's nothing left there," said Hestia, as Persephone began to cry, Demeter trying to calm her daughter down. As for the rest, they were shocked. Even if they didn't get along, Hades was still their brother. And knowing that he was no more and was killed by that thing, and not only that, even Ares was killed by that thing, they were enraged. What about the Titans? I can't sense them, as that is when a figure appeared there. A figure with red hair and purple eyes, wearing black yukata. Who are you? I am the one who created all of you. My name is Chaos, or that is what you know me by. But my true name, even before all of this, achieving the true power, was Kushina Uzumaki. Kushina Uzumaki? Yes. And Naruto was my son, before all of you. He's the man, the child from the Bronze Age, who was the previous child of prophecy, whose after that the world crumbled and fell upon itself. As everyone was shocked after hearing this, then this time around, he is the only hope for this world, and is the only one who can stop Madara, as he has done so in the previous world. As everyone was shocked, what? Yes, Madara existed, as did Naruto. And now they both exist here, they once more have to clash again. You need to make sure that Naruto is ready, Zeus. It is time for him to be sent to the camp. As everyone was shocked, and the camp also need to be prepared. As after that we see Kushina or Chaos then left, leaving all of them baffled and shocked. What are we going to do? Naruto is still too young. He has reached the age of 16, said Athena, as Artemis, who was wounded, was being picked up by her brother. He needs to be prepared. The war is on the rise, against a being that we might not be able to defeat, after all. And only Naruto can defeat. So we need to be very, very careful, and very, very cautious while doing so. Doing what? Training Naruto, what else? And preparing ourselves as well. Because it is time the true King of Olympus leads it to a victory once more, and unite us, as the Sister of Fates prophesied, with none other than humans. As now we go towards Naruto and his grandmother, Reha, who was both called to Mount Olympus, as Reha was already informed of what was going to happen. As we see, Naruto was quite shocked after finding out that he was going to be sent to Camp of Blood to study completely and to train. And aside from that the three virgin goddesses were now quite amazed to finally see him after many years. They have seen him in visions, but seeing him firsthand, they couldn't hide the blush that was coming to their face. As this was going on, and the war was on the rise, we go towards Madara, who was resting. Damn it all. And yet you still was not able to do what you could have done, Madara. As Madara's eyes widened to see that he was standing in front of him, and yet it was a different person. You. Who are you? My name is Madara Uchiha. I am the ghost of Uchiha. And you are my reincarnation. As Madara's eyes widened. Who are you? I was once a feared shinobi from the age of the bronze. As hearing these words alone was enough for him to be shocked, because all that power that the man was oozing was more than enough to testify it. Then what do you want from me? What else? I was betrayed and killed for trying to save it by this world and by Naruto Uzumaki. Seeing that you're trying to do the same as me, I'm here to help you. And this time around, let us reshape this world in our own forms and with our own hands. Yes, help me. You need to train. You need to remember your own heritage. And I am more than enough to make sure that you do remember. Yes. Teach me. Oh, I will. As Madara Uchiha has finally appeared to train Madara of this world, And as for Naruto, his journey was about to begin to learn how to defend his home against such an enemy of the past and of the present. Will Naruto be able to defeat him? Will Naruto be able to prevail and be a good king? Find out in the next part of or next movie of this series, or more like short movies, trilogy, I don't know, or a sequel. Yeah, that's the more nice words. Anyways, this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.